live on WKTAK here from Cheyenne South High School, the gymnasium of Cheyenne South High School, which I just said actually. We have been going through all sorts of technical difficulties, so we do apologize. In fact, one of the problems is our camera for some reason, so we're going to have to keep that just still. It's not going to move, so it's going to be like an old school radio broadcast. Right now, Cheyenne South leads 19-15 over Riverton currently. And we're at the free throw line right now with number 15. He's going to be, that's second foul on Lucas. It was a 15 foul. Number 15 misses the first one. And let's see here if he'll get the second one. He gets the ball back in his hands. Takes a couple of dribbles, and it's up and good. Again, for especially our Facebook and YouTube followers, we're not able to move the camera right now. So that is unfortunate, I am aware, but it is a fact of life for us right now. So it's going to be old school radio style broadcast. Riverton has the ball. It's in Paxton's hand. Paxton being guarded pretty tightly by number 3. Paxton going to look to drive. He's going to stop, get it over to Vincent. Vincent in the corner. Vincent looks to drive the corner. He's cut off. He's going to have to get it over to Engel. He tries to force pass. Taken by Alexander of South. South on the break. They're going to set up for a 3, and it's going to be no good. Rebound, offensive rebound by South. South going to nice pass underneath, and they're going to score 2 points for Gabriel Hernandez. 22-15 with 6:25 to go in the half. We are in the second quarter, and we do apologize about having to jump in at that point. Right now, all the starters are in for Riverton. Tanner Johnson's got the ball up top, uses screen by Engel. He's going to shoot from downtown. He's going to miss. Rebound's going to come away to South. South has really looked to push the pace when they can, but this is not one of those opportunities. South swinging around the horn, stolen by Jason Vincent. He's going to actually come away with it. He gets it over to Parker Paxton, who drives down and gets absolutely rejected. Parker's gone, that's the second or third time today he's gone into the land of the Giants, and he has paid almost every time for that. And it results in points going the other direction by Marcus Massaneres. That's his 5th point of the second quarter. 5:29 to go, 24-15, 9-point lead for the home South Bison. Tanner Johnson has it up top. He's going to look to try and drive the center. He does drive. He almost loses control, but gets it right back. He's double and triple teamed, and they're going to say it was a foul. Cheyenne South's coach disagrees, says he walked, but he was hammered. Let's see who they give the foul to. It's going to be number 1, Gabriel Hernandez, and that's his first. That's going to be the team 5th. Tanner Johnson from his own baseline inbounds right to South. South didn't even have to move to take that steal. It was a forced pass. Takes it all the way and good by number 12, Jeremiah Mote. And Jason Vincent answers right back with a hoop in the arm. Nice by Jason to get on the board for his first 2 points of the day. The foul is going to go against South's number 12. That's Jeremiah Mote. That's his first. That's team 6. So every single foul the rest of the way in the first half will at least result in 1-and-1 free throws for Riverton, and they need it down 9 right now. First shot, the shot is up and good by Jason Vincent. He converts on the traditional 3-point play. So South is now going to bring it up into the half court. They're actually setting up their half court, not looking to run here, not looking to move quick, going a little more methodically. They go over to the wing, hands it off, swing back to the other wing. All the way down to the corner, he brings it out. He hits the guy up top. South very methodically trying to probe this man-to-man defense of Riverton. Being very patient. 15's going to drop, and we get a steal, and they're going to call a charge. Number 15, it looks like. And if that is the case, if that's against Alexander, that will be his first. But that is the team 7. So Riverton going to be shooting one. No, it's a defensive foul. So it was a charge, so it'll just be inbounds. Riverton with a chance to work further into this 8-point lead. Johnson gets it over. They get it all the way down to Lang. Lang with a lazy pass, but it was okay. Tanner Johnson drives, dishes to Engel. Engel puts it up and in. Tell you the difference in Engel tonight versus earlier today. He's already got 12 and is playing like the senior leader we all know he can. 26-20 with 4:13 left in the half. South brings it over the timeline. They are methodical. I'll tell you one thing. When they're methodical, they don't seem to quite have the same juice that they normally have. And they struggle. And as if on cue, thrown well over the head of a guard and out of bounds. The second turnover since they've gone to the little more methodical approach. They seem to be much more comfortable and much more successful in a creative, free-flowing style offense, and this half-court offense has kind of stymied them here and allowed Riverton to get back in this game to pull back within 6. Jason Vincent now going to bring the ball up. That's all, can always be dicey if someone puts pressure on, but what a crossover move. Nice dish to Lang. Lang puts it up, and Lang is no good, but Vincent fighting for the rebound. He almost gets it, but does not come away with it. And it goes to South. Nice pass by him. Lang just could not finish. Cheyenne South brings it up. We got it in the hands of Leandre Ray. Lang with a nice steal, though, to make up for it. He gets it over to DeVries, who's in the game for us now. Number 1, Derek DeVries. Tanner Johnson dribbles down in, kicks out to Gabrielson. Gabrielson eyes the 3, but then gives it over to Vincent. Vincent drives, eyes the 15-footer, but he's cut off. Back out to Gabrielson on the left wing. Lang sets a little bit of a pick for him. He drives down the court, finds Lang for 15. He should have probably shot it from there, but he drove and got the score anyway. He just made it a little bit harder on himself. Those are his first 2 points of the game, and we have a 4-point game here with 3 minutes and counting in the half. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor by the coach of South. He's kind of seen enough maybe of the offense struggles, and we're going to take that break with him. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
All right, we're back on KTAK's coverage of the Taco John's Invitational. Travis, ever since they've gone to a little more slower approach here, South's not looking as efficient or having the success they had.
No, they're not, and that's really surprising that they're going more methodical with the fact of probably how tired the legs are for Riverton.
All right, South's going to swing it around. They're going to drive the post. Tanner cuts him off. Almost turnover, but they get a little 2-footer, and that is good. Once again, not off a design play, but Mote was able to get it up and in off a rebound and almost steal. We're in the half court. We find Jason Vincent. Vincent goes up. He's going to draw the harm from, I think, Mote, and that's going to be the second time I think one of the Mote guys has scored and then immediately came down and gotten a foul. But no, they're actually going to whistle Garcia actually for that. That's going to be foul number 8, so it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Jason Vincent. He's got 3 points all in the second quarter, and he's seemingly starting to find his legs and playing the way he likes to. He puts the first one up and in. Riverton's really actually taking advantage of the charity stripe, Travis.
Absolutely, and that's something that we didn't see in the first game this afternoon. And really all around, this Riverton team looks a lot different than what we saw earlier.
Second shot is up and off the front iron for Vincent. But Tanner Johnson with the rebound. They swing it all the way to DeVries. DeVries is going to get up top to Tanner. Tanner's going to try and drive. He's going to get cut off. He's going to kick it back out to DeVries. DeVries to Vincent. Vincent to Gabrielson. Gabrielson thought about a three, but kicks it back out to Vincent. Vincent going to drive towards the middle. He's going to try and force feed Engel, and that is easily taken away. Cannot try and force feed a pass when 2-on-1 is not in your favor. 3-point by South, off and no good. DeVries fails to box out, can't stop him, and we're going to get a charge called on an offensive rebound. That's going to be number 2 against Maury Alexander. That's his second, team 9th. The Engel has drawn the charge. Much different Lucas Engel tonight.
And I was almost expecting it in a way. It didn't look like himself in the first game. I'm very, very happy to see him playing the way he is so far in this first half.
Gabrielson swings there. DeVries winds up, tries to save it, saves it out to South. Good attempt, just didn't work. And South drives down. They wind up losing the ball, and it's going to be out to Riverton. You see a little bit of frustration now creeping in on South, even though they do have the 28-3 lead. I mean, 28-23 lead, not 28-3. That'd be bad.
It's been a long night, Kevin. We understand.
Minute 33 left in the first half. We do apologize to those who are watching on Facebook and YouTube who are watching the live stream. We're really not able to move the camera at all. Perhaps at half we can work out something where we could zoom out as far as we could maybe and try and get the whole court for you. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. Johnson for 3 from the corner. He's going to miss. If he'd followed his shot, he would have had a wide open 15-footer, but he faded away instead. South brings up. South now looking to do their typical break. They try and get a little too fancy. Turnover.
Nice pass.
Hits Vincent. Vincent's going to have Gabrielson. That was Tanner Johnson. Johnson loses control of it, and back comes South the other way. They need to get their man up here. Make sure this stays a 5-point lead as we go under 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gabrielson threw a little bit too much of a body on that switch off the screen, and they're going to get Gabrielson for the foul. That's his first. Team 6th, I do believe, so no free throws. They had one to give with 43.8 seconds left in the half.
Got an Riverton number 24 coming in.
And that would be our good buddy Hunter Houck coming in. He's going to come in for Tanner Johnson, give him a little breather. So let's see if both teams kind of going a little bit of small ball. Engel's out, and so is Alexander for South. South inbounds it, and they're going to look to swing it all the way across. They get to their starting point guard who drives and gets their hoop in the harm. That was by Jeremiah Mote. He's going to put it up and get the foul as well. The foul's going to be called on. The foul's going to go against Parker Paxton. That's going to be his second, team 7th. So they'd be in 1-on-1 for that 30.6 seconds.
That was a strong move to the hoop by Mote there for sure. He had bodies all over him, still able to make the hoop.
Mote takes a couple dribbles, spins it, takes one more dribble, puts it up, and is hard off the iron. Rebound by Jason Vincent. Vincent's going to hit Parker. Parker is actually going to reset the offense, get it to Vincent on the left wing. Vincent, Parker. Parker once again brings up top to reset things as we go under 16 seconds to play in the half. Setting up for that final shot, down 7 currently, 30-23 is Riverton. We got 8 seconds, time to move. Paxton looks to move, tries to draw a foul and gives up the dribble. I'm not exactly sure what was going on. Vincent's going to get called with the foul on the other end on the break with 1.0 seconds completely left. Really a strange series of events, not well executed at all by the usually sure-handed Parker Paxton.
It looked like they were trying to run an ISO for Parker to set up that final shot for a run to the basket, and he just got stuffed, and defensively that turnover led to what we see here, free throws.
Well, Leandre Ray going to try and get his first points of the second quarter for South, spins it, puts it up, and he's hard off the back iron and no good, so it stays a 7-point game for now. The absolute worst-case situation, I guess worst-case situation would be a miss and a tip-in, but most likely the worst-case situation is down by 8. But Let's see if Landry Ray, he dribbles a couple times, does his patented spin twice. That's part of his routine for shooting free throws. Puts it up, and he is good on the second one. So the second, Gabrielson gives it a nice long heave on the inbounds, and it is no good. So at the half here at Cheyenne South Gymnasium, it is Cheyenne South Bison 31, the Riverton Wolverines 23. We've got about 10 minutes left. We're going to go take a couple commercials, pay a couple bills, and also see if we can do anything about that camera at all.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
back to KTAK's continuing coverage of the Taco John's Invitational. Riverton Wolverines currently trail Cheyenne South Bison 31-23 at half. Here's some of the stats for you in the half so far. Lucas Engel has responded after one of maybe his worst performances I've seen in my short time here this afternoon with 12 points. Tanner Johnson with 5, Derek Lang with 2, Jason Vincent with 4. Oddly enough, Parker Paxton right now with 0. On the South Bison side, a little more spread out. Mazanares with 8, Alexander with 6, Jeremiah Mote with 4, Josiah Mote with 2, Leandre Ray with 6, and Gabriel Hernandez with 5, it looks like. So again, what have you seen so far? That is, Riverton's got to slow the ball down. They got to slow if South's allowed to break, this game is not probably going to turn out in their favor. So they've got to keep them going slow. But what did you see, Travis? What did you like? What didn't you like?
Well, like you said, the big thing for me was the response from Lucas Engel in the first half, especially after the performance that he had early on. He's doing it on both sides of the ball, which is a very well-pleasing sight if you're a Riverton fan. Definitely, I agree with when South is in their half-court offense, it's not running as smoothly as the freely running South that we saw in the first quarter. So if somehow Riverton can slow down South and make them run a half-court offense, it could be an interesting second half for sure.
All right, and well, that is your WyoToday Media halftime show. Sorry, folks, we're all a little flustered. Once again, we're going to apologize to those who are on YouTube or Facebook trying to watch the game. We've got it set up as about best we can. We've got some cordage issues, we think. Some cords have gone bad. We're going to try and get those replaced tomorrow while we're waiting for the game to start. But we'll see how that all plays out. So it's going to be just me and Travis doing the old school radio thing. And for those listeners on KTAK, you won't know the difference. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you.
All right, we're back on KTAK with coverage of the Taco John's Invitational here in Cheyenne. We have got South is going to get the ball to start. They're going to start the second half. They're going right to left with an 8-point lead and a chance to extend that. Looks like everybody's got all their starters back in. No changes or anything made of that trouble. Made of that. Nobody's really in foul trouble. Nobody with 3 as of yet. Several people on both teams with 2. Long 3 in and out by South. Rebound by Engel. Engel gets it over to Paxton. Paxton's going to bring it up on the right wing. He's going to stop, pop, fire, and good! Parker Paxton opens up the half with a 3 and his first points of the game, I do believe, and cuts that lead to 5. South now forced again into that half-court offense we've been talking about. They're going to go underneath. 15's going to spin, going to kick it out. Kicks it over to number 1. Number 1, Hernandez is going to get it over to Mote. That's Jeremiah, I do believe. Yes, it is. He gets it over to Leandre Ray. Leandre gets it back over to Alexander. Alexander's going to look to drive. He drives in. He puts it up and is good from a very short distance. A layup, in fact. 6:59 to play in the third, 33-26. Riverton trails. Vincent has it on the right wing. He's going to look to throw it back over to Parker Paxton. Is he thinking about another 3? Nope. He gets a screen, though. Drives the middle. Turns around, gets it Lang. Out to Engel. Engel for 3. Oh, in and out. And rebound. Oh, but uncontrolled. Rebound was good by Gabriel Hernandez of South, but then it just went off his knee. And evidently it went a long way because he went completely out of view. To go get the ball, but what a class act guy going to get the ball like that instead of just waiting for someone else to do it for him. So inbound by Riverton from their own baseline. They get it out to Alexander on the, Paxton on the wing, who gets over to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson drives. He's going to be fouled by number 12. It's going to be on the floor, but it's going to be a foul nonetheless on Jeremiah Mote, his second, team first of the half for South.
I like what Riverton is doing with mixing up three-point shots and driving the ball.
Johnson inbounds to Engel. Engel way up top. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson's going to look to drive again. He goes up and just can't get it fall. But he's chasing after his own rebound. He's getting close. Let's see what they're going to call. They're going to call out of bounds, and it's going to remain Riverton ball, it looks like. So good deal there for Riverton. They're trying to cut into this 7-point lead. Inbound goes up to Paxton, who's top of the key. He looks to drive, doesn't like what he sees, and pulls it right back out. Resets, gets over to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looking for a little, surveying the defense, really. Gets it over to Lang. Lang brings up top, gets it to Engel, who's way away from the basket, who feeds Jason Vincent, though, inside, who kicks over to Tanner. Tanner for 3. Good! Tanner Johnson hits another one.
That three-point shot.
Two three-pointers for the Wolverines here. You were saying, Travis?
I was saying that the three-point shot definitely looking a lot better now.
Unfortunately, it's answered right back by Jeremiah Mote. And it's back out 36-29. Engel with a little stutter step move and hits a floater for his first 2 of the half. So 36-31, 5-point game with 5:30 to go in the third quarter. South brings it into the front court. They're going to look to set up their methodical offense that really is not really doesn't play well with their talent at times. Screen set up top. Paxton goes right over the top of it as the dribbler didn't use it quite as well as he probably wanted to. They're swinging it around. Little 2-3 zone, it looks like, action now. Two men went for a guy. I realized two men were going and one, but almost a turnover for South. Bodies hit the floor, but everybody recovers out, and South has the ball. They set a screen. They're going to look to swing it. Vincent, calm down. He almost fouled a guy going for a loose ball. Loose balls are like shiny fishing lures to a bass for Jason Vincent. He wants to go hard and strike hard to get them. So we've got an injured player on the floor. Cheerleaders taking a knee. It looks like number 12 has injured himself. Number 12, we hope he's all right. That's Jeremiah Mote. He's going to need to be replaced. The referees are saying, no, Coach Bo, you don't get a timeout out of this. So back on the floor, they come.
It looks like they're just stretching out his, looks like a hamstring. So it could be just a cramp. We hope to see him back in pretty soon.
4:45 to go in the third, 36-31. South inbounding the ball. They inbound it just beyond the timeline and bring it over. Looks like the replacement for the injured Jeremiah Mote is going to be Josiah Mote, which might be convenient if they're related. And number 3, Leandro Ray, is going to take it and drive and get a 2. Nice shot. And now we have a timeout by somebody.
It was from the Bison.
Okay, the Bison are going to call timeout, and they're going to call a full timeout, it looks like. So we're going to take that with them, and we'll be right back here with more Wolverine basketball action on KTAK.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Wolverine basketball. It is 38-31. Wolverines with 4:30. Not Wolverines. Bison with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Paxton brings over the timeline, gets over to Johnson on the wing. Johnson back to Paxton up top. Paxton looking to drive. He's cut off, gets over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson has a screen set by Vincent, doesn't take it. Gets over to Paxton, who drives and puts it up and in. Barger with his 5th points of the second half. 4:10 to go, 5-point game again. Can they get within 5? Earlier today was can they get past within 10? Stolen off a bad pass by South. Vincent bringing it into the front court. Gets it to Tanner. Tanner for 3. Going to leave it a little bit short. Rebounded by South. South now looking to push. This is where they're sometimes dangerous. They slow it up. 15 for 3. They don't answer. They're short as well. Engel with the rebound gets it to Paxson. 3:44 to play in the third, 38-33. Johnson open for 3. He takes it. Good! Tanner Johnson hits the 3.
And we talked earlier in this day about Tanner Johnson getting hot.
And it's a 2-point game, 38-36 with 3:30 to play in the third quarter. South brings it up very slowly, going methodically, which is exactly what Riverton wants to play right now since we only go about 7 deep. On the wing, Leandre Ray tries to take Parker off the bounce, cannot. Swings over to 1 who shoots a 3. No good. They both went for the rebound, Tanner and Paxton, and they let it get away to Leandre Ray, who goes up, puts it up good for, misses actually, but does draw the harm. The foul is going to go against Engel. Now, unfortunately, that is only the team first, but it is his third. And he has been critical in this. So Ray's going to go to the line for 2 shots, trying to extend this 1-possession lead for the Bison. The first free throw is up, and it is good. As if I could miss it with the bass drum and the cymbals telling me it was good. Now watch that just be a thing they do when they shoot a free throw. It has nothing to do with when they make it.
Right.
All right, Ray's going to get the ball. He's going to try for a second one to make this a 2-possession game. Spins it twice in his hand as part of his routine. Puts that second one up, and it is good. So it is now 40-36. Bison here at home leading the Wolverines with 3:03 to play in the third. Paxton brings it up on the left side, gets it to Johnson on the right. Johnson on the right wing now. Gets it back to Paxton. Paxton, a long three. Bam! Parker Paxton is good from way downtown to make this a 1-point game with 2:46 to play in the third.
What a response by the Wolverines for sure.
Stolen by Vincent off the bounce by South. He's going to find Paxton. Paxton brings it up to the wing. Is he thinking it? He shouldn't because all 5 defenders are back. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent drives down the baseline, kicks it out to Gabrielson. Gabrielson thinking about it with his blue suede shoes on, by the way. Swings over to Paxton. Paxton for 3. No good. And Engel was not there for the rebound. He was trying to crash down, but it's just not quick enough. Gets it over to Mote.
Nice
Vincent with the sharp hands causes a deflection, does not get the steal, however. Swings it over to Josiah. I'm guessing his brother, but we're not going to assume. Could be cousin or some distant relation as well. Jeremiah Mote with the dribble. He goes into the middle, and Vincent's going to get whistled for the foul. That's team second, Vincent second. So it's going to just be an inbounds with 1:52 to go in the third quarter, 40-39. Riverton on, I'm sure, tired legs. I'm sure South's got tired legs, both playing a doubleheader. But South gets to play at home. They get to go sleep at home. They get to go eat homemade meal tonight, and Riverton does not. And I'm willing to bet that South was not up at 4 a.m. since they just had a normal school day.
Absolutely. And I find it interesting that Coach Sheets has decided to leave Engel in with the 3 fouls with 1:52 in the third. I feel like if he gets his fourth, we're not going to see him until the fourth quarter.
I don't know, because I don't know if he has a choice. The next guy to come in would be Hunter Hout, and God bless the kid. He's a fine player, and he's going to develop well, but he's not got the senior leadership that you need on the road, and probably more importantly, then you're really giving up size to Maury Alexander of South. Then he's going to be able to have his field day, because he's still wider in the shoulders than Engel, but Engel's got height on him. On Hout, he's got both width and height, and they have shown the ability to want to post him up. So we'll see how that plays. That's the unfortunate part of not being deep, but that's the good part about Engel being a senior. You got to have that talk with him. Hey, you can't reach, you can't do anything. You know, if you can't get good position, you almost need to let it go. So we'll see how that plays out. It is going to be South ball coming out of that quick 30-second timeout. And now they're singing the SpongeBob SquarePants song. So for everybody who knows it, please don't sing along at home. Inbound by South. They're going to swing it up top. Oh, stolen by Vincent. Vincent slowing it down, gets it to Engel. Oh, but he gave it to Maury, but I think Maury Alexander instead of Engel, who he was trying to hit. But I think he was fouled, so that may have caused the short pass. It most likely did, and that's going to be foul number 3 on Jeremiah Mote, who's just back in from injury. And that's going to be the team second. Johnson inbounds, gets it to Lang. Lang out to Parker Paxton. Paxton from 15. Bam! Parker is having himself out. That's 10 points in the third quarter after really not doing much of anything in the first except for facilitating the offense. Not much on the scoreboard, but he has gone off in the second half. South's going to drive in, and what are we going to get? We're going to get a hold. I think Engel was in position for the charge, but I think they got somebody before that, or at least I hope they did. Because Engel had perfect position, but with 3 fouls, that's kind of a chancy decision. So let's see who they're going to call the foul on. And it goes against Vincent, so now he's got 3. So team third, and 3 on Vincent, 3 on Engel. So 2 starters in a little bit of a mess. I think Vincent's more likely to get his 4th because of the way he plays with such tremendous, not just the effort, all of them play with the effort, but the intensity he plays with sometimes gets a little reckless. South inbounds the ball. Ray has it. He's going to feed it to Alexander. Alexander looks. He kicks over to Mote. Mote drives, gets to Alexander, and right there you could tell he knew he had 3 fouls. Engel did not even try and stop Alexander there because he was out of position. For 42-41 is what they have up. That seems wrong. No, that's right, actually. Minute 12, I forgot that Riverton did take the lead, and I didn't tell you out in Radio Land. I do apologize. Engel drives, he dishes it to Vincent. Vincent drives to the middle and loses control of it and loses the ball. Lang with the ball. Now everybody on the floor. They finally get it up to Ray. Ray's going to throw it out of bounds. So after all that, after all I tried to put words to, it's going to go right back to the way where it started, which is Riverton basketball. Down by 1 with 57.3 to play in the third quarter. So this is shaking up to, we may end the game, end the day tired, Travis, but we may end with some excitement.
And
they bring it up. Vincent going to drive. Oh, he's wide open. He takes it all the way down and scores his first points of the second half and gives Riverton the lead 43-42 with 40 seconds to go in the third. Sal brings it up. They're going to kick it around. It winds up in Hernandez's hands. He tries to feed the post, but Tanner Johnson gets it on the turnover, brings it up, almost turns over himself, did really. But luckily, it was last touched by Hernandez. I'm not so sure about that. I thought I got Tanner Johnson's knee. What say you, Travis? You're about 16 inches closer to that than I am.
It was so close. I do think that you're correct, though. I think it went off Jackson, and I think he got
Johnson.
I think
Johnson.
I think he got.
I think we got a little lucky. But hey, after being up since 4 a.m., these kids deserve a little luck, don't they? All right. Paxton up top. I'm starting to forget names now. Paxton going to drive in. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent going to drive down. He finds Engel. Out to Johnson. 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Paxton takes a little quick peek at the clock to know. Let's see if they run it better than they did at half. 6 seconds left. Yeah. Paxton drives, throws it up. Not a bad decision. It looked a little bit better. He's going to get some free throws coming here, I do believe, with 4.6 seconds left. The foul is going to go against either 2 or 22, and they don't have a 22. So number 2, that is Josiah Mote. That's his second. Team's third. Both teams playing a lot cleaner as far as fouls go this half. Paxton with his first free throw is up and good. He has 11 points this quarter.
Yeah.
Paxton is having himself some fun. Paxton going to get to try and extend this lead to a 3-point game. What an insane third quarter led by Paxton and Johnson. Paxton's second free throw is up and good, so 12 points this quarter. What a day. So inbound by South. They got about 2 seconds to get a shot off. He's going to drive down smartly, but he did not get it off. 6 seconds left, he might get that off. So let's set this situation. You know what, better yet, let's leave them on a cliffhanger and go. We'll be right back after these messages.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
I want it back. And we're back on KTAK 8 minutes to go. Let's set the scene. Final quarter, 45-42. Riverton came storming back. Finally has taken the lead by 3 over the home team Cheyenne South Bison, and they are going to start with the ball. Inbounding at mid-court. Starters are all in for both teams. A couple of foul situations. Vincent and Engel with 3. Jeremiah Mote has 3 as well for South. Paxton gets it over to Vincent on the right side of the court. Feeds it over to Lang on the right wing. Lang looking, gets it to Paxton up top, a little bit shaded to the right. Engel thought about coming for a screen, but Paxton moved too quick. Now there is a screen by Engel, and they're going to call a hold off the screen, it looks like. So that foul is going to be on, I think, 23 maybe?
Yeah, they called that a
No, on 12. They called that on 12. Jeremiah Mote, that's his fourth, and that's the team four. So team foul is not a concern. Jeremiah Mote having 4, being one of their starters and key contributors, is. They get it to Tanner Johnson for 3. No, off the front iron, then the back iron, and no good from the corner. South looking to break. Ray taking it all the way inside and blocked by Engel. Engel said, no, sir, not today. Tanner Johnson gets it, Jason Vincent gets up to Tanner Johnson. Johnson gets it to Engel, who's up at the top of the key, hands it off to Vincent. Vincent looks to drive. He's a little bit out of control, but he finds his way in. Almost got the hoop in the arm, just couldn't get it to fall, but nicely done by Jason Vincent. Let's see here. Are they calling the foul on who I think they're calling it on? No, they're calling it on number 2. I thought they were signaling 12, but just Josiah Mote, and that's his third. And to the line goes Jason Vincent. Was a shooting foul. He's going to shoot 2. Hits the first for the first points by anybody this fourth quarter.
I love when the band gets really excited and tries to distract, and he's just like, no, I'm just going to make this calmly.
Well, the weird part to me is we have a band, we have a lot of cheerleaders. We really don't have a student section for the band or the cheerleaders to get hyped up. Vincent hits his second free throw. And maybe that's a good thing that the place isn't, it's loud, but it's not rocking and rolling at times. And right now, you can feel some nervous energy in it. It's gotten a little silent. Sal working around the point, gets it over to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to bring it up top. Robert Poutney is in the game, or Poutney in the game for the first time that I've at least seen him. They feed it down to Alexander. Alexander unable to do much of anything. They get it down to Hernandez, kick it out to Hernandez. He misses a 3. Lang with the rebound, gets it to Jason Vincent. Tanner Johnson running the break with him. He doesn't give it up. Let's see, they're going to call a charge. That was a given. That was in slow-mo, too. Vincent is pleading his case, but it's not going to work. That is the 4th foul on him. Team foul number 4. Of course, the chance of you can't do that ring out. The unfortunate part is he did have Tanner Johnson running the wing with him and could have given it up and avoided that. So that was one of the slowest charges I've ever seen because Vincent slowed down to a crawl.
Yeah, it felt like I was watching that in slow motion for sure, yeah.
South brings it up. They've got it in the hands of Josiah Mote. Mote looks to drive. Oh, they get loud because he shook Parker and hits Hernandez, who shoots for 3 and good. So now it's 47-45 Riverton with 6:09 to play. The narrowest of well, not the narrowest, that'd be 1. Close to the narrowest of margins. 1 possession game, 2 points. They get it to Paxson. And Coach Sheet says, I'm going to call a timeout, calm everybody down a little bit because the South fans feel like they just saw an N1 tournament moment, and no, the professor's nowhere to be found. All right, we are going to take a break with them during this full timeout. So peruse our advertisers, go shop at them, help us pay some of these bills so we can get some equipment that'll work with our camera.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
And we are back. And, folks, as y'all remember, I've gone through a lot of color, folks, as we were waiting for Travis to join the team. And so Rusty's actually acting tech support. So just for her, bam, Rusty. I know you miss it, and stop making fun of me. All right, we're in a good mood. We've got some good basketball going on right now. You know, the Riverton Lady Wolverines just handled business, although we were stressed out with equipment problems, but handled business, defeating South by a fairly large margin. I'm not sure on the final one because I was trying to find cords. All right, so Paxson! Oh, you can take your and one moment, and he'll just do, I shook you out of your boots and hit from 15. So he's got 2, gets it back up to a 4-point lead, 49-45, 5:40 to go. 15, Alexander drives into the middle, and he's going to get grabbed or fouled or something like that, and that could go on about half a dozen guys. Unfortunately, it's against Vincent. So that's number 5. Vincent is out of the game. He is disqualified. That's really unfortunate with this amount of time left in the game to lose a guy who can spark some energy. But Gabrielson is a gamer. He's got the Johns. He's rocking kind of the pseudo John Stockton shorts and rocking the blue suede shoes. So, maybe he'll give us a little primetime action here tonight. We're going to need him. South inbounds it. They're working up top. Gabrielson says, I'm not falling down on your and one movement. Inside, and they go up, and looks like
it's going to be on Engelson.
You're going to be on Engel. Or Johnson. So I think Engel had better position, so I could see it going against Johnson, but nope, it's going against Engel. So that's number 4 on him, and that's concerning. Also concerning is any foul from here on out is going to be 1-1 for them. So going to the line is, I think, number 1, Hernandez. Yes, that is Hernandez. He misses the front end. Good for us, bad for them. And he's going to look to shoot a second one. And who's coming into the game here for South? It looks like Nero Garcia is going to come in. He so far tonight has a foul, and that's about it. He doesn't have any points or anything of that nature. So second free throw's up and miss, and they're going to call a lane violation, it looks like. And it's going to be against Cheyenne South. So it's going to be Riverton ball. Shot didn't matter, shot didn't count, shot didn't fall. 4-point game with 5:23 to go in favor of the Wolverines. Your Wolverines trying to pull out this second game. And I'll tell you one thing. You can talk about fancy handle all you want. Give me Parker Paxton and the solid fundamentals. Draws a good, useless foul on Ray. Useless if you're a South fan. Great if you're a Riverton fan. But that's going to be on Ray. That's his first. But it's also going to be the team 6, which means now we'll also be in the 1-1 bonus. Next foul. Paxton, it gets off the inbound. And, yeah, he drug his feet. He was a little bit indecisive right after I praised him for fundamentals. I've got to stop saying good things about people because every time we do, they then make the same mistake I said they hadn't made. All right, so 5:13 to go. I'm sorry we don't have a scoreboard camera. I'm sorry we can't move our camera. We got a cord that's just not being nice to us. But I'm going to take you all the way home on this game. It's 49-45. Riverton leads with 4 minutes. South in possession of the ball. They try to feed the post. Awkward pass, but it got the job done. Ray almost turns over to Paxton. Paxton staying with it. They're going to have to rotate across. Feeds the post. Again, not handled by Alexander very well. They get it out to Ray. Ray drives in. They have to just let him go, and he is up and good. Leandre Ray with his first points of the fourth quarter. 4:40 to play. 49-47. 2-point game. Mathis. Johnson has the ball. Yeah, it's been one of those days. Johnson with the ball. He's going to get it over to DeVries. DeVries getting some late playing time. Probably not what he expected, but he's going to have to pull through. He looks to drive down, and draws the foul nicely. That foul is going to be against Nero Garcia. That's going to be the team 7. So DeVries is going to get a chance to score some points here in this game in a crucial moment. Now, I will say this. No, I'm not going to say what happened earlier when he went to the free throw line because I'm not going to jinx the lad. I'm just not going to do it. But for Renegade Rusty, if he hits one, I'm going to say bam.
I'll hold my comment then.
Bam! DeVries hits it. That was just for you, Rusty. And that is, he hit his free throws earlier today, too. Kid's got great form. He's not asked to do a whole lot, but he knows his job and he performs his role well. Second free throw is up, and of course, he misses it. Off the back iron, he's 1 of 2, 50-47. It is a one-possession game as we go under 4:20 to play. Ray is going to try and see if Gabrielson give him any room. Gabrielson does. He goes up and misses. Nice offensive rebound by Alexander, unable to do anything with it. Comes down holding his thigh. And there's going to be a foul on us somewhere. It looks to be number 20. It's going to be Derek Lang. I do believe that's just his first, so no harm, no foul, except for it is team number 7.
Coach Sheets was thinking about bringing Engel in. He was down at the scorer's table, sent Engel back for this free throw.
Maury Alexander is going to shoot 2, and looks like we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Coach Sheets. We're going to take it with him. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Canyon near you. Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
And we're back on KTAK with 4:08 to play in a nail-biter. Your Riverton Wolverines lead by 3, 50-47 here at Cheyenne South High School, part of the Taco John's Invitational. So, and I know that, Travis, we're going to go get ourselves some tacos later tonight and enjoy that. Taco John's putting on a great tournament here, and we're real excited about tomorrow as well. Big win by the Lady Wolverines earlier, but here we go. Cheyenne South at the line. Number 15, Marie Alexander gets the first one up and good. Cuts it to a 2-point game. Now he's got a chance to cut it to the slimmest of margins with 4:08 to play in the third.
Coach Sheets has decided to keep Engel on the bench for the nearest.
Second one is off target. Gabrielson with the rebound. Engel's staying out for right now. Right now he's more of a defensive need than an offensive need, quite frankly. He's a 4 offensively, but he can be a juggernaut on. Johnson with a turnaround. Bam! Johnson with a nice little turnaround from 15 to extend the lead out to 4. Three-pointer by Hernandez. Missed. Rebound by South. South is going to have Mote wide open. He's going to drive instead. He gets hacked. Oh, Tanner. Hoop and harm. Tanner needed to either foul him hard or just let him go. So that was Jeremiah Mote with 2. He's going to be able to cut it to 1. The foul is going to get against Tanner Johnson, but that really doesn't matter. That's his first of the game. But the team 8th. So Mote going to the line has a chance to pull this within 1 for the host South Bison. Takes a couple dribbles, puts it up, and is good. Mote pulls it within 1, 52-51, 3:35 to play. Gabrielson trying to bring the ball up. Gabrielson, you got to get that over half court. He does get it over half court with just a second to spare. Finally gets it to Parker Paxson. Paxson going to size it up. He's going to drive. He's looking. He has to cut it out to Lang. Lang to Johnson. Johnson for 3. Bam! From way downtown. Johnson with the answer.
Shot that from Denver. He did, Kevin.
Yes, he did, all the way down I-25 or whatever road goes wherever. Feeding the post, loose ball. Gabrielson goes down on the ground not Gabrielson, excuse me. That was DeVries going down the ground. What a way to dive for it. And then we've got a cluster everywhere. And we're going to have a foul somewhere or a ball somewhere or something. So we got a foul on number 3. It looks like, yes, Leandra Ray, his second, team 8th. So that's going to send Gabrielson with the blue suede shoes to the line. I don't actually know if they're suede, so nobody hold me to it, but they're blue. He's the only Riverton player with blue shoes who's actually playing. There does seem to be one other guy on the bench with him. So Gabrielson has a chance to extend this lead from 4 to 5 here. His first shot is up. It hits everything but goes down and in. That is his first point of the game.
Little move there, little dive down. He was looking.
Yeah, he body English that thing. And Tanner Johnson going to get a little bit of a breather. Engel back in now.
And I feel like he'll stay in the rest of the game.
Most likely, if he stays out of the foul situation. Gabrielson off the front iron on the second one. Can't extend it any further than 56-51 with under 3 to play. Here comes South. They're looking and probing. Swinging around. Oh, it looked like Alexander won 3. Didn't take it. Drove the middle and then dishes out to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to find Mote. That would be Josiah Mote. No, find Gabriel Hernandez. Excuse me. No. Find Jeremiah Mote. They're the light-colored uniforms and the white jersey. Ray drives down, and they're going to call a foul. That was wild and reckless, but let's see who it's going to go against. I think maybe DeVries. It does go against DeVries. That's going to be his first, team 9th. So every foul from now on is going to be 2. Leandra Ray down 5 with 2:35 to play. He's going to the line to try and pull this in as Tanner Johnson makes his way to the scorer's table to check back in after the free throw. A lane violation on on Cheyenne, so the free throw doesn't count, and it goes the other way. Just a terrible mental blunder by Jeremiah Mote to be down 5 and to jump into the lane. That's their second lane. You rarely see a lane violation in a game, much less 2 1/4.
Right.
Inbounded to Paxton. Paxton's going to bring it up. We go under 2:30 to play. 56-51 Riverton. They get Tanner Johnson on the wing. Engel sets the screen. Johnson looks to feed Engel. He gets it down on the post, and Engel is fouled by number 15. 15, that Maury Alexander. That's going to be his third. That is team number 9. So 2 shots for everybody the rest of the way. And Engel is going to get to go to the line for 1-on-1. He's been kind of quiet in the second half after storming out in the first quarter. Foul troubles had something to do with it. First shot is up, hits all iron everywhere but falls through. 57-51, 6-point lead for Riverton here with 2:22 to play in the game.
I just got to look at Engel's eyes, and he's calm.
Engel with his second shot. It is up and on the way. It looks short. It does somehow backspins its way in, though, as it did hit the front iron twice. 58-51, 2:20 to play. South bringing it up on the right side. Screen set by Ray for Hernandez. Hernandez going to get it out to Ray. Ray to Mote. Mote is looking. He gets a semi-screen set by Alexander. Gets it out to Josiah Mote. Mote to Hernandez. Hernandez out to Ray. Gabrielson face guarding Gabrielson, trying to keep him out there. Alexander looking to take Engel off the dribble, tries up and under, can't. Paxton goes up and fights for it and says, I want this ball. It's going to be a possession arrow. It is going to remain with South. But for the smallest guy on the court,
he got up
to go up there and say, I don't care about my safety, that's guts. So we've got another timeout on the floor. Let's see what it's going to be. If it's a full, we'll take it with them. It's a 30 seconds. We'll say it is a full. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
The state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And we are back on KTAK. Coverage of the Riverton Wolverines. Minute 52 to go. Riverton Wolverines 58. Cheyenne South Bison 51. We're in control at the moment, but 7-point leads can evaporate very quickly. It's going to be Cheyenne South's ball inbounding under their own basket. Riverton has faced several charges by this Game South squad and has turned them back in the second half. I have a feeling they're going to have to do it 1 or 2 more times. Inbound by South. They get it down underneath Alexander. They went after Engel, didn't get it, and Parker Paxton with the rebound. Now he's going to take his time up here trying to get the ball over the midcourt stripe. He gets it over, and now minute 36, 35. Go, hands it off to Gabrielson. Gabrielson has it. Looking to size up his man. 90 seconds to play in the game. Gets it over to Tanner Johnson. They need to get control of that, and they don't. They turn it over. Looks like timeout. Are they going to give it to him? They do. Going to be Parker Paxton and Tanner Johnson both diving on the ball. We're able to secure it and get the timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
And we are back on KTAK. I just got a text from Rusty the Renegade. Evidently, BAM's now her 7-year-old's favorite word. So, just FYI, I do give autographs Monday, 8 to 5. And we are back here. Tanner Johnson's going to be inbounding on the near sideline to us, the far sideline away from his team's bench. Gets into Paxton with no problem. Paxton eyeing down he was almost daring them to trap him. And here they come for the trap. You know it's coming. They do foul him. Gabriel's going to get the ball, but they do foul. Paxton, it's been a long day, Travis.
Yeah, it has, for sure, Kevin. And Parker walked up to that line with some swagger, and I like the energy that I'm feeling, for sure.
That foul's on Josiah Mote, his 4th, team 10th. So everything double bonus. Parker puts up the first one, and good. Paxton going to be shooting his second of 2 here with 1:14 to go. 74 seconds to a big road win in the Taco John's Invitational. The second shot up by Paxton, rattles it home. South now with some urgency, bringing the ball up, and this is where they're dangerous, is when they're playing their athletic, dangerous style. And we're going to get a timeout, I do believe, on the floor. Is it going to be 30 seconds? What's it going to be?
No, the referee called for a stoppage. It looked like the clock was either not running or something of that nature.
Seems like 6 seconds would have passed. There's 1:08. The free throws were with 1:14, so I'm confused. But that won't be the first time, won't be the last time, not even this hour. So Cheyenne South inbounds the ball after the stoppage of play. 1:05, 1:04. Cheyenne South trying to find some points here, down by 9. Paxton with the steal! Paxton with the steal with 57 seconds left. Paxton going to bring it down here. He's going to get it off to Tanner Johnson. I have a feeling we are going to see a lot of Tanner, Paxton, and maybe Gabrielson with the ball. Free throw shooters. Oh, going in hoop and arm, Tanner Johnson. Well, yeah. All right, we're back. We kind of lost a leg on our table. Is it not locked in?
I think we just got way too excited.
Okay, 63-53, 8.5 seconds left. Riverton is going to pull this up as the crowd here on the south, students start to get up and start to leave. They have had enough of the Wolverines. Wolverines inbound it with 7 seconds left. I'm kind of shocked that Ray even tried to foul, and Gabrielson gave him a little look like, really, with 7 seconds? Riverton brings it up after this morning's somewhat I don't want to say embarrassing, but kind of embarrassing performance. They respond well in front of a hostile crowd and take the win. They take the win. So that is Tanner Johnson got those 2 points. And let's find out here real quick. We're going to take a couple ads real quick, and we will be right back with our Click It or Ticket postgame.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
get the camera on him if we can. Tanner. What a second half performance by you tonight, brother.
Thank you.
Tell me what kind of stat from looked to be kind of lethargic this morning as a team.
Yeah.
And then Engel comes out in this first half. Everybody, when you should have tired legs, you look to have even better legs than you did this morning.
Yeah. So we started out pretty slow, and that's not us, and we need to come out with some heat and bring the energy out.
Okay, well, excellent. You are our Papa Murphy's player of the game, so we'll have some pizza coupons for you as soon as they get us a few more. We've gone through them all. But the second half, you know your stat line yet?
No.
You had 19 total, 14 in the second half. You just went off. I was kind of shocked when you drove the last one for the hoop and the harm because I was like, he's just going to waste some time. But, no, you got aggressive out there. Like seeing it is a good thing to see. What can you say about Engel from today, your fellow senior, from this morning to today to tonight, the difference that you were able to see?
Well, he's a big key to every team because he's huge. He's a massive kid, and when people are matching up on him very aggressively, it's hard for him to get his shots around. But he knows how to get his shots around. Like today, this game he knew how to do it.
All right, well, we're going to tell Tanner Johnson congratulations on being our Papa Murphy's player of the game. We're going to take a real quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back with Coach Bo Sheets.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
All right, we're back here on KTAK with Coach Bo Sheets of the Riverton Wolverines. Big win here in front of a hostile crowd. Win by 10, win kind of going away. What can you say about your seniors, though, tonight?
You know, all the boys, especially our senior leadership, that was really good. To be down substantially at halftime, 8 or 9, whatever we were down at half, and to come out and win by 10, that was a big second half for our kids. Effort-wise is what we talked about. We gave up too many offensive boards in the first half just to kind of their guards. It was kind of about finding them on long rebounds. We didn't defend extremely well on the drives. If Lucas wasn't in the middle, we were giving up some easy shots, so it's something we talked about at halftime.
Well, and they tried, and we recognized on our broadcast that they kept trying to put a run together. They kept trying to come back, and every single time really came down to, in that second half, in the forecourt, either Engel or Johnson or Parker would answer it and kind of squash it and take all the momentum out of the crowd, so it just stayed kind of at a nervous energy instead of them being able to really get into it.
Yeah, I was very pleased with our boys. If we'd have shot free throws like we shot this game earlier, we'd have been right there with Kelly, and they're the number 2 team for a reason. So pleased with the boys. 2 games in one day is tough.
Yes.
You just can't imagine what kind of energy it takes for those boys to play 2 varsity games in one day. And what a great crowd, to play in a hostile environment. It's kind of fun to get heckled a little bit. Their band was heckling the girls and the boys.
Yes, they were.
As long as it's done in fun, I think it makes for a great atmosphere.
Well, and lastly, for not a deep team, you go about 7 deep on a regular, maybe 8, because DeVries has really started to step up and earn some more playing time with you. You'll kind of defy physics there a little bit because it looked like you had the sluggish legs this morning, and I don't know if it was team leadership, coaches really got into it, but the level of intensity rose. Of course, Jason Vincent always has it.
Yeah, he played. Jason played extremely well. He doesn't always show up in the stat line because his defense is just we put him on their best guard, and that takes so much energy to do that. It's hard to put a number or a feeling on, when you get up at 4:30 in the morning, get on a bus, drive, all day it feels like, and then play a game at noon, and then it's just odd. And so the really good teams are able to play with that, and I feel like that's where I need to do a better job coaching to get our guys ready for those games. But very pleased with the game tonight.
So we're not going to keep you any longer. We know you need to get them some rest, get hydrated. They got to get probably some food as well, and it's going to be a tight turnaround for everybody. So good luck to you tomorrow, and we'll be right here with you here on KTAK. That's Coach Bo Sheets with us. We'll be back in a minute to wrap things up.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
All right, we're back. Final score, 63-53 Riverton Wolverines pull out the second game of the day in the doubleheader. Lost the first one to the number 2 team, Kelly Walsh, and beat beat Cheyenne South. And we're going to tell you that tomorrow at 3:30, the Riverton girls will be going to try and start a winning streak since they won today over South here as well. And that will be at 3:30 against Wheatland. And we'll be live on KTAK. We hope to have some of the streaming issues fixed and squared away for you. But as Coach Beausheet said, those players have been up for a long time. And they still got to get some dinner in them and all sorts of issues. So, it's going to be interesting to see how everybody comes out tomorrow. But also, we've been up since about 4:30 this morning to get down here and cover. It's been a privilege here on KTAK. And we wish you all the best. And we will see you at 3:30 tomorrow. Thank you and have a great night.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.